What's up, guys? We are back with another episode of Subnautica. So, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a real big plan for this episode. I'm kind of hoping that I'm just gonna go from one thing to the next, and hopefully, one of these radio messages is gonna give us an idea of what we can do. So, let's have a listen.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers the weather holds. And don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Alrighty. Sunbeam will arrive in 39:30. Okay. Well, that does give me a plan of a sort, but I think we still need to do a couple of other things first. So one of those other couple of things that we have to do... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Tired of hearing me say that yet? I forgot to move my mic. So that was probably super quiet. At least me talking. I know the game capture was kind of loud. So let's put this in here and then do this thing. Because we have that'll work. We have a vehicle upgrade console. So, if you haven't seen this before, it means we can finally change some cool stuff. So, colors, obviously adjustable. You can see that right up there. Hold on. What about this? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at the color choices. I don't want it to be the same color as the ocean. That would be bad. Interior. Oh, I can change the interior color too. Oh my. That is ugly. Let's go with it. Stripe. Bumblebee colored. Here is the thing though. I don't want to change the name just yet, because I haven't decided what I want to call it. Yeah, I finally have the console that means that I can give it a name and I can name it, and I don't know what I want to name it. But there are some other cool things, because I have upgrade modules, which means I can do some cool upgrading to my things. You can see all of these ridiculous upgrades that these all have. I do have one minor problem. I still do not have... I still don't have a Cyclops. So I spent probably 3 or 4 hours looking for an engine fragment, and I couldn't find one. So I think what's probably going to end up happening is I'm going to end up looking it up where the fragments are supposed to be, and then just going to find it from there, because I have not had any luck. Okay, so Sunbeam coordinates. Yeah, Sunbeam landing zone is the same side as the gun. So... let me see. Can I make any of these? Depth module. It's already got the depth module in it. It's already got the Mark 1. Don't I? Didn't I already make a one? Hold on, let me go check my upgrades on the other side. Pretty sure I already made a Mark 1. Access upgrades. Yeah, I've got the depth module Mark 1. And I've got a storage. What I would really like would be to get one of those torpedo upgrades, the torpedo launcher. And I can do it because I have the stuff to make one more aerogel. The problem is I will be out of rubies if I do that. Oh, that makes me nervous. And then I don't think I have the stuff for the torpedoes either. What do I have? Torpedoes, vortex torpedo. Yeah, I don't have any magnetite. Still don't have any. And gas torpedo, gas pod. I can get the gas pods from the gasopods. Those ugly manatee looking things outside. Solar charger. Nah, it should be fully charged. Okay. Well, I think it's time for me to stock up and then head out on my mission. I have to say, though, I am not looking forward to going back to that place with the gun. I mean, I kind of am. I'm kind of looking forward to going back, but at the same time, I'm kind of nervous because I still don't know any good way to deal with the Reaper Leviathan or the Warper that's there. So I suspect that heading that way, there's a semi-decent chance I'm just going to die. I mean, I have my stasis rifle. Propulsion cannon probably won't do anything. Alright, I better... Let me get rid of these. Oh, can't switch containers there. That's full. What about that one? That one's full too. What about this one? Not full. Cool. Switch those over. I want the med kits. Wow, that fire extinguisher's running out, but I need it. I've got a bunch of water. What I don't have is a bunch of food, but I don't think I have a choice. So, let's go. No, it's night.
Captain, all systems online.
I don't have a choice though. Yeah, it's night, but I don't have a choice because of the time factor. I'm afraid that if I sleep, I'm going to be in pretty bad shape. Because they said a couple of days, but that looks like a real timer. That looks like a real, like, half-hour timer. So I may not end up showing you guys the Sunbeam landing until next episode. We'll see. We'll see. But I do want to get to the island first. Ugh, I hate the open ocean. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Especially at night. God, this is creepy. I'm sorry I'm being so quiet, but I'm nervous. I don't know where the Warper is. I know there are Reapers around here, but I don't know where they're at. I don't remember if there are any on this side or not. Okay, get out of the water, get out of the water, get out of the water. Whew. Okay. Back on the creepy island. With the automatic lights and everything. Ooh, laggy. What was that? Okay, well, there is my beacon. You know, I probably should turn the lights off on that, so the battery doesn't drain like uber fast. That makes sense, right? Okay. Well, I'm back. I don't feel any safer being on this island the second time, but I'm back. I do wonder if there's anything in here that I missed the first time around, though. So we're going to spend a little bit more time exploring, and I probably won't show you the explosion of the sunbeam. Well, I assume there's going to be an explosion. Because I was shot out of the sky, so I don't know why the sunbeam wouldn't be shot out of the sky, you know? This planet's under quarantine. Right? I mean, that's what the one the informational pad thing said. This is the quarantine enforcement platform. I did, however, find some logs that we might be able to listen to. So, let's ride the elevator. So a lot of these places I'm waiting to go. You can see some of these like Life Pod 12 or the Degassi Habitat, those kind of things. I'm waiting to go to those until I have like my prawn suit or the Cyclops, and I can get some upgrades for both of those. Because I'm pretty sure it's safer to use those than the Seamoth. The Seamoth seems kind of fragile. I didn't. So you guys remember when I tried to go down into like the purple reef type area, and something took a bite out of me, like one bite, and it did like 1 trillion damage to the hull. I don't think that happens quite as often or quite as severely with the other two vehicles. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll have those and it'll be okay. Did I show you guys this already? I can't remember. This is what happens when you try to interact with this. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It stabbed me, so it probably did some kind of blood test and didn't do anything. So I wonder if there's some sort of like virus or something, or some sort of bacterial infection. I don't know. Let's listen to some Degassi.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out of the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power, that the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
Okay, that last line was a little bit weird, but everything else seems to make sense. So the Degassi sounds like another ship that was shot down, maybe? Got sunk? Or not sunk. I mean, I assume it sunk. I mean, look at the Aurora. It was massive, and it still ended up halfway underwater.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
That's kind of cool. So then that means maybe I can, like, tame a stalker? Is that a thing? I'll have to look it up. All right, we have a few other voice logs to listen to, but I'm all out of time for this episode, so we'll probably do it in the next episode, along with the sunbeam explosion. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sorry this episode was a whole lot of traveling and a little bit of rehashing of stuff that we'd already seen. But if you have any suggestions for the name of my Seamoth, let me know. All I can think of is things to steal from other like YouTubers and other streamers and stuff, and that's not quite as much fun. Trying to come up with something a little bit original, something unique, you know. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and join me again next time for another episode of Subnautica. Peace.